Alright, fuckers, just skip to the part of the video that interests you the most so you can jerk off to your lack of attention span, and I can get my retention, thank you very much. So today I'm going to obviously continue with bending boxes and cylinders. So yeah, let's... It's, God damn it, my rolly chair, my rolly chairs, rolly sharing. But yeah, let's get to it. I don't know, is my camera shaking? I can't tell, whatever. I think it's fine, I think this is good. Okay, so gonna really focus on visualizing and let's see how it goes. So I did like what I was doing last time, where I had something like this. Right? And what I was doing is I was trying to add boxes to this, but I guess this time I can try with cylinders. So let's try visualizing what those would look like. It's always fucking it's always nerve-wracking when I'm doing it on the top right because that's my thumbnail and this dictates my views. But it's what it is. So let's try to see what that would look like. Right? Maybe something like that. Just bending the cylinder, making it look maybe a bit cleaner. Right, I guess that also gives me liberty to really fucking make this big as shit. Ah, I should have started from here, because now we got the back, but the front isn't going to be so visible. Maybe I could even do something like this. Right? Because maybe that would be going through here. The real question is, what would this look like? What would this part look like? Because I'm seeing the top of it. It's bending. It'd be like this. Like that. Same thing, right? This is also kind of... So maybe only a little bit would be showing here. That. That does look pretty interesting, maybe. But what else could I do to add to the visual interest? No, that line didn't need to exist. This is fun. This is really fun. What else? Maybe I can make this box bend like so. Just align roughly around there. I need to stop remembering that would align roughly around there. This maybe isn't so perfect. Yeah, it's not perfect. And then we also have this, and then it's slowly, there you go, like that. I guess that's interesting looking, right? And then, oh man, I fucking love visualizing. It's so fun. Would that be it? Like that? And same thing here. Kind of. No, maybe not. Maybe that doesn't make too much sense. We try to think. And then over here, we have something like. So you don't really see that angle. What about here? Here, maybe. Well, if that's actually technically, I'm trying to make it go like this. But then again, am I trying to make it go like that? I'm trying to see, because it's the opposite angle, right? So. If it's around here somewhere, then wouldn't it just be. What would that look like? Let me take a little bit of a break, mentally speaking, of course. Oh no. Okay. So if I have a cylinder coming through here, well, let's just say it's behind this, like this little space, right? So technically it'd be something like that, right? Yeah, because it's over here and it's over here. This is where the base is. So, but then what would it look like is a question. Would it be like, well, first I guess we can say it'd be. My pen keeps running out of ink. I think we can say that pretty confidently. It would be like this. Maybe, right? Maybe that makes sense. It is a lot bigger in terms of proportions, so that's something to keep in mind. Because I'm trying to do something back here. But anyways, let's leave this. This can be my little thumbnail, whatever little thing. Yeah, my videos don't attract much views anyways. So when they do, nobody's watching this. I'm getting caught up in the fucking YouTube stats and being like, oh, this one has 7 views, but this one has 9 views, but this one has more retention even though it has less views, and this one has less click-through rate but more views. So just fucking leave it. just leave it. Nobody's watching this shit, bro. I am here to learn, not to entertain. Okay, let's do another one. And the most important thing I'm trying to keep in mind as well is, apart from visualizing, is not really expecting anything. Right? It's kind of, I feel like when I expect things is when things go quote unquote poorly. But if I just draw for the sake of just drawing and learning, things go very well, funny enough. Okay, so I could do maybe. And I used to be kind of concerned about overlapping, but now I don't really care anymore. Because as we know, in real life, things will overlap, no? So why should I be worried about things overlapping? See, that was a mistake. Yeah, why should I care about things overlapping? I shouldn't, because things will always overlap. Okay, now what would this look like on the opposite side? Wait, what? It's like this and that. Oh, okay, okay. There you go. Nice. And then I can do... Okay. We gotta keep the entire perspective in mind, but let's do this first. There you go. Added some nice little bent cylinders, which makes it look interesting, I would like to think, right? And yeah, there it is. It's just another little combination I was trying to do. I was trying to keep it even, but as you can see, maybe it's not the most even. Although, honestly, it does look a bit gross when things are overlapped. So maybe I should space things out. But let's try another one. Okay, so if this is... I'm trying to imagine like a little stick here, so this would go around. Then... Is that correct? trying to keep the perspective of this supposedly a stick. It's like how when you see a snake wrap around a branch, something like that. That's what I'm trying to vision. I guess this pen's also running out of ink. Jesus. And then so that's the stick I'm thinking of. Does it look like it's wrapping around it? Maybe, but not really. There's a bit of a gap here. Can we take another break? Okay. But I think I have something. Fuck. I think I have something good going here with this idea, because this is something I would like to get down. So let's try again. So we have maybe something like this, right? Okay, this pen is just not. I'm throwing this fucking pen out. 1 second. It's done. It's been fucking marinating for months, and I thought maybe that would let the ink build up. Clearly it hasn't built up shit. So here's another one that I've been doing the exact same thing with. I just refuse to let go of my pens, clearly. But let's say the stick is this way. So I'm trying to think, how would it be wrapped around that form? Again, imagining the wraparound for the forms are very important, in my opinion as well, right? So let's see. Also, my voice was very deep because I just woke up 40 minutes ago. At least it sounds deep to me. Maybe I sound like a little bitch on camera, but we'll have to see. Oh shit, it's back. Alright. I lost my deep voice. I apologize. To myself, really, more than anyone. Okay. The stick is going this way, so it's like wrapping around. Right. I need to obviously think. The other side of the cylinder as well. Something like that, maybe? Right, just stick right there. So it's kind of wrapping around it. Or maybe no, it should be like that. There you go. So it's wrapping around and then coming out the other side. Yeah. Okay, I mean, that does look more realistic than I expected when I'm happy. Like, I'm slowly getting it, I think. So let's try that again. Let's see, but it should probably look a bit more realistic, right? So let's try from this angle. So you have Damn, this one has a lot more ink. Let's see how fucking long this lasts. Okay, cool. So let's just say there's a stick that's completely vertical. Okay, that. So, and again, I'm working on the proportions, as you can see. Some things are just lost in effort, but okay, so maybe right, it's coming around. Okay, so it's wrapping over, under, over, and going under again, and then maybe so let's see, so it'd be something like wow, okay, that works a bit better. That's getting there, I'd like to think. Right? This does look like a cylindrical, slippery form wrapping around some sort of long, girthy pole. So that's pretty good. I think that's getting better. Okay, and then let's do some more bending boxes. I guess I should explain bending boxes. Didn't I already do this when I first did it? Over here. It's honestly just like connect the dots, right? You have one plane here. Let's say you have another plane. Kind of, I don't know, like this. Right? Try to keep it even in terms of size. And then you just do something, I mean, I guess I'll be using a very similar example to that, but you just do something like this. Whoa, what's gonna happen? Ooh, oh my god, he's doing a bunch of curves and shit. Whoa. And then it's just like, oh, okay. Ta-da. Now the difficult part, and I don't know why I even did this, because I fucking should have thought it through, is this. Right? Gotta make my lines nice and thin. Yeah. Yeah, my examples always end up being so shit because I don't think about this ahead. But that's basically it. Let's be honest. And again, you're following this, right? So you gotta look at it and imagine it's still going. So it's ta-da, like that, right? And the more cleanly you can do this, the more believable as a 3D form it will be. See? Probably shouldn't have done it so twisty and turny. I guess if I were to give another example, maybe it'd be something like Ooh, that was a good one. Okay, how could I do it here? Well, we could just do a very basic angle. Well, I said basic angle, but you could honestly, you could apply what you learned through twisting and turning with this as well. So it starts like this. Maybe it goes and turns a little bit, right? And then it ends up like that. So you can change the direction as well. But now this thing's turning, right? So we get to imagine like, okay, well, first let me do this side. And I'm purposefully drawing in this direction because this is where my lines, as we know, are the weakest, right? Pushing outward from my fingertips. See, it causes that. But that's good practice. But now we know, like, this is facing in a different direction than this, right? This is not a convergence that's extreme. This form is specifically twisting, so we could do something like this. See? And that indicates that, okay, there's a little bend happening there. And there you go. And it's still a bending box, but now it's because we know from twisting that, hey, there's a bit more of a C curve happening here. I don't know what the fuck I'm saying. Whatever, it makes sense. I'm taking a break. uh, But yeah, if you say enough buzzwords like S curve, C curve, plane, form indication, people will just assume you know what you're talking about, even if the examples you showcase are absolute garbage, just like mine. And that's why I have 55 subscribers and you live in your mother's basement. The irony of this is the fact that my recent thumbnail is that I live in my parents' basement, which I do, to be honest. I literally live in the basement. It's a very good basement. I have a drawing desk set up, I have a piano, I have a standing desk, which I don't stand on because I have a really comfy recliner, not a recliner, like an IKEA chair thingy that's really comfy. It starts with a P, I forgot what it was called, but it's very nice. You know, like they have their whole Yiddish names. So I'm intentionally being, what's it called? Racist, yes, intentionally, of course. YouTube, don't ban me, that was a joke. That was not a joke, that was a joke. See, now the reviewer team will be too confused as to what's a joke and what's not. And then while they do that, I'll distract you with the color of my skin. And then you'll probably shit yourself and go back into hiding. So, uh, what else can I do? Well, it's been half an hour, so I can continue drawing, that's for sure. I have this tendency to continue always trying to think about interesting and making things look interesting, but honestly, that is, I feel as if that's just a goddamn crutch? No, not a crutch. That's just a limiting factor. I don't know what the. I just woke up. Whatever. Leave me alone. Yeah, but I feel like that still limits me more than anything. Because if I'm so focused on trying to make things look interesting, I'll never actually make things look interesting. It'll be too much. No, I should just put down random shapes like I'm doing right now, and then figure it out as I go. In the sense that I put it down and then visualize what it should look like. Right? And there you go. So again, similar thing to this happening here, but now I've also added a little curve here, right? How does that change what this bending box looks like, which is now becoming more of a twisting box more than anything, but like that? It gets interesting when the twists start happening. See, now that might have been that is a mistake, I believe, because yeah, I preemptively added this line, but then I changed the way it's going to go about here. Also, obviously, this is a mistake. It's not converging, it's diverging. Now, how does that affect this? There you go. Apart from that one little mistake right here, right, because now we can just see this entire plane. I preemptively was making this a different type of twist, but then because I did this, this line does not need to exist anymore, if that makes sense. Again, I'm not saying I'm the best teacher either. I did a couple videos ago go on a little rant about, not a rant, just a little tangent about, oh, Kim Jong-il himself has stated he's not the best teacher. I'm not saying he's not a good teacher, or he's not I think I said he was not a good teacher because he said he was not a good teacher. I don't mean that the things he teaches are incorrect, right? It's just the way he relays the information doesn't resonate with a majority. Right? And that's a mark of a good teacher, is the fact that it's not about whether you can make the person who's already relatively intelligent and picks up concepts fast understand the concept that you're teaching. It's whether you can make the individual who struggles with that concept, right, and really break it down to them that even they can internalize it in a way that makes sense. Right, that, in my opinion, is the mark of a good teacher. And he himself has stated that he gets frustrated easily, etc., etc. But he does teach a lot of the important things. He constantly talks about putting things in a box. He constantly showcases exactly what he's doing. Right. It's just that his explanations aren't so detailed, and he himself has stated that as a fact that, like, I don't say it in the way that makes sense to my students, and then my students do it, and he's like, "Why the fuck can't you do it?" Rest in peace, dude. I fucking oh man, Kim Jong-il, just an amazing individual. That's all I can say, right? Put in the fucking hours, put in thousands and thousands of, probably tens of thousands, definitely, of intentional hours, right? That's the thing. He was always trying to be intentional, you know. Okay, let's do cylinder now because I haven't done that in a little bit. Okay. Honestly, I should just stop being stingy and just get a proper pen again. Okay. Now, I don't know if this is correct, but I'm trying to imagine what it could look like. Okay. It's the pole. It's still going around, right? And then That's not what I meant to do. Lines really do need work. Okay, but this is what I was trying to do, which is... So yeah. Again, it's slowly getting better, I'd like to think. That's a fuck up. That was just a line that ended up becoming too thick, completely erratic. Right? But overall, it's getting better, which I can definitely attest to. So yeah, we could do a bit more of that. What's an angle I haven't done? This one maybe. Have I? No, I don't think I have. Okay, cool. Wait, I haven't, right? This one, this one, this one. Okay, cool. So same thing, which is it's wrapping around a form. Maybe I can make it like this, actually. This is, or maybe it could be this way, yeah. So there you go. Maybe I fucked that up. Okay, I'm trying to make it turn here. So it would be like that. And you can see I'm kind of doing a different type of wraparound. Okay, and then let's just say it comes back around, and then we have something like that. So let's see, I was trying to do something like this. Yeah, but then it ended up getting much thicker at the end, which doesn't make any sense, right? Like technically, yes, I think this makes sense, but I didn't keep the the thickness of the branch that it's wrapping around as consistent. So yeah, okay, that's an error. Error. Let me take a break. Oh, I'm surprised. Sometimes these twisting boxes or bending boxes and all this shit get some views, and other times it's not watched at all. So I don't know what the common denominator is, but it's okay because I don't care about views. I care about the learning. Okay, so continuing onwards, I'm really excited. Tomorrow I'm going to be going back to ArtWad workout, which will be crazy scooters. Let's continue that shit. That's going to be fun, isn't it? Okay, I just got a message. The fuck? Okay, whatever. Uh, trying to think. So maybe I could do something like. Yeah, as you can see, I'm really trying to focus on my lines, not my lines, but it is difficult. Very, very difficult. But that's honestly the best part. I would be very sad if everything came easy. I remember Kim Jong-un even said this one thing in an interview where he was like, now that I can draw everything, it's kind of boring. Ah, shit, fuck that up. But, and honestly, I found that very cute. Because, and it is honestly the artist's peril, is the fact that a lot of us get frustrated or we're like, we want to draw everything, right? And a lot of people, unfortunately, just want to draw, as in they just want the ability, but not the actual work that goes into it. But, okay, now what would this look like? I'm trying to just make it a, would it be, because I have this, just trying to make it, probably should have it a bit more twisted like this, right? There you go. Again, like, the lines are a bit wonky, but I'm going to take that as a good thing. Well, what I was trying to say is, like, that's the artist's peril, is the fact that many artists, right, including me, obviously, we all want to draw the thing, but a lot of the times we also forsake the process, right? But if you don't enjoy trying to draw the thing, like, that was really fun for me. This entire thing, holy shit, was that fun. Yeah, if I don't enjoy it, then am I really ever going to be the type of artist I want to be? Because let's say I can draw everything, right? I don't know. I personally don't know if looking back I would be happy, satisfied with just the fact that I was so negative throughout it all, you know? That it all felt like a chore or a struggle. That doesn't mean that art isn't difficult. Art is extremely difficult. I think I've said that multiple times at this point. That doesn't mean art isn't difficult. I'm just trying to say that we should, at the very least, enjoy to a degree what we're doing, right? Like putting the lines down. If we can't even like putting the lines down, then how are we gonna like drawing the thing that's gonna be very difficult to draw? That was really fun to do. I know the lines are shoddy, still working on it, and I know I say that exact same line every fucking time, and at this point, who even knows if I'm actually working on it? The micro gains, but I had fun. Ooh, I had lots of fun. I think that's what matters, right? But yeah, a lot of us artists, I don't even know if I should say us. Am I an artist? I'm somebody who's practicing art. But if somebody looked at the work I was doing, would they consider that to be an artiste? Maybe not. Okay, so we got, it's like around here. There you go. I don't know if there's actually something like that here. I'm trying to think. Would there be? That maybe. Add some more dimensionality. Maybe that doesn't make sense. I don't know. Okay. Maybe I could just do a very simple bent cylinder, just for my own sake, because it's just actually here's when, there you go. It's very subtle. This curve is very subtle. This is actually, I think, a form indication as well. I don't know. But yeah, I'm really working on retraining my mind to simply enjoy the art, right? Work hard, visualize, but enjoy this process of working hard and visualizing, because if you don't, genuinely, what the fuck is the point, right? So I actually had fun with all of this. Maybe the least amount of fun was this one, because I just started, right? It's difficult to focus, all that stuff. But again, I really, really appreciate what Antonio does when he draws and when he teaches, which is he always ends it with have fun. And he always says the point of drawing, even in the latest ArtWad video, talking about like, oh, bored, don't know what to draw, right? Like, watch this video, some shit like that is the title. Maybe they've changed it, the title, but the gist of that video is Antonio, apart from saying all the important things which comes to drawing, he ends it with having fun is the most important part, right? Like, yes, you are working your brain, but at the same time, you are attempting to do all this because you enjoy art, do you not? I think art definitely is one of those skills that you kind of have to enjoy to a degree. Because if you don't, well, it's kind of torturous to learn one of the hardest skills in the world without fucking enjoying it to a degree, right? But people definitely don't like drawing boxes and cylinders. I was at a event, like a religious event thing with my girlfriend, like her side, and one of her cousins, who shall not be named, but who was working on coding things, so at least my girlfriend will know who this is. Yeah, he was just, I was showing him some shapes I was making, and I was just trying to make them look novel. And then he said, like, oh, that's really cool, right? Because he also draws, kids, they draw and all that shit. And I said, yep, just draw thousands of boxes and cylinders, and you too can do this. And he's like, I'm never doing that. And obviously, maybe I didn't sell it in the most amazing way possible. But the thing is, there's such an aversion. And even on fucking Sam Does Art's channel, Sam Does Art posted Sam Does Arts posted a video saying, I drew 300 hands, right? Brackets, I almost died or some shit. I tried drawing 300 hands. Spoiler, he did draw them. He got a lot better. Good for him. Watch the video, right? Like, fucking, it's really cool to see the process. And I love Sam because he specifically is always saying, like, look, I'm learning. I'm doing a bunch of intentional repetitions over time and I'm learning, right? But his audience is so fucking annoying, bro. The audience is the equivalent of the, oh my god, I hate art meme, right? That shit you see everywhere, fucking retards, bro. Like, so many of them just love to do the whole, ha ha ha, this thing is so hard and I'm so bad, I just want to die. That shitty fucking sort of rhetoric. And it's so annoying because all the comments were like, one comment was like, I almost got a heart attack when I used a box. I was like, bruh, none of these people want to put in the work. And they're all just complaining. Not complaining, but they're like, I wish I was as good as you. Fucking do the work. Do the work, and you literally can be as good as him. It's not even rocket science, right? It's very simple. Do the work, you can become as good as this person that you think is very good, right? It's not that difficult. In terms of, conceptually speaking. Well, that was a fucked up thing. Again, I'm still trying to figure out where to put that line. Well, that's just something random. But then I don't think I was focusing for that. That was just me drawing something while I guess went on a bit of a rant. But yeah, I really, really get frustrated by. Maybe it's my fault. It's most definitely my fault for assuming YouTube comments have any semblance of intelligence or rationale. But it's just his audience, and a lot of these bigger art YouTubers, a lot of them, funny enough, specifically state, hey, especially Sam, I guess Sam is really my sample size here, so I'll just have to not pick on him, but pick on his audience. is the fact that Sam will say things like, hey guys, it's just practice, hours of practice, focusing on specific things. Very, very simple, clear, effective message. If you want to get better at a skill, you have to practice specific things intentionally, right? And his audience comments are always never saying things like, you're so inspirational, thank you for that. Really genuine, like that really makes things a lot clearer too. What things should I focus on? They don't get curious on how to learn. They just complain that they're not improving, which is actually just the fucking most annoying thing possible. Another comment on that video was just like, hands, I avoid hands all the time. I could never draw hands. I could never, like, everybody's just so self-defeatist. And it's put in like a haha, I'm so shit, look at me type of format in the way they type. And I just want to slaughter that comment section. With likes, of course, because I'm a good person. Okay, let's try something else. There you go. Okay. Then, I mean, this is very simple. I'm not thinking on how to do this. It's mainly, again, right, my lines. Right, drawing a continuous line is also very difficult. And should I purposefully turn this into a twist? Because I could make it a twist if I make this line like this. And then that would cause this. Because then this would become kind of like that, this angle. I'm just thinking on what type of shape I'd want this to be. But while I do that, I could literally just do this. Let's get some cylinder practice in. Yeah, that looks pretty good. I am getting better at this, thankfully. And again, it's like, even if I don't practice it, your mind is technically learning, as long as you're practicing the general skill and the thinking about proportion and perspective and all that stuff, right? So okay, so I've decided to keep that the same, right? Okay, got that. Something like that, maybe? Oh, I fucked this up. Maybe this shouldn't have been so. Maybe it's okay. Still figuring it out. That one isn't the best, but that's fine. So maybe I should turn this into a twist. Ooh. Now what does that do to this? It kind of... Nice. So it's not that crazy. But then again, if I do this, now I think about what would that look like over here. Could have done that a bit better, but that's not... I think the intent is there, right? It's okay. I'm just trying to add bending cylinders to these shapes. But, oh, it's already been an hour. Damn. Okay, I should really fill up this section here then. This one looks so bad compared to the rest now. But it's fine, to be honest. I need to I'm just gonna stop thinking about YouTube analytics or any of that shit. My friend even told me, he's like, oh, at one point, because he was doing YouTube for a certain period of time as well, and he was telling me, he's like, oh, that shit might get to you, right? And I was like, I'll be fine. But now I find myself opening up YouTube to see if I got my 56th subscriber yet. And I was like, okay, bro, just stop. You're here to learn. You're not here to fucking. Yeah, I'm obviously gonna become a huge YouTuber. It's just inevitable, right? My delusion is too strong for me to think otherwise. So might as well put in the grand, the real grand right now. So let's okay. I'm gonna do another one of these because that's really fun to do. So let me think. Oh god, the Minecraft movie looks so shit. I fucking hate the cast. I hate the script. I hate everybody. Okay, so we got that. And the real question is, what does this look like? So it's a cylinder. Again, that's way too long. I should have made it a bit shorter. But either way, what does the cylinder wrapping around this look like? Because I want to wrap it around, and I want to make it wrap like so, right? So I want it to wrap around again. The real question is, what happens here? Is it like this? Does not hurt to try. That doesn't look right to me. And then I guess we'll just... Yeah. So what is happening here that's incorrect? I mean, of course I'm making it thinner, and perhaps we could excuse as that being foreshortening, but let's be honest, it wasn't really my intent. But I guess something like that, right? So is it like this and that? Like that's, let's say that's the thing that's wrapping around, right? And then we got something like that. Does look more legit. I think that makes more sense, right? Because let's say we got some sort of stick here. It's gonna be like this, no? And then we're gonna have something like slowly taper off, come back together. But it has to be right at basically like, because if the stick is this thick, you see how there's this little gap right here? This little gap right here, that's a gap, right? So it needs to be very close. It has to be something like this. If this is the stick, this is the way, just like that. So it leaves very little room for interpretation. I think that makes more sense. Okay, let me take a little break. Oh, it's been an hour already. Goddamn. Okay, I'm just gonna fill up this little spot, and that's it for today when it comes to bending boxes and cylinders. Really, really fun. And just visualizing is getting slowly better. Like, I'm really starting to see all this a lot better, right? I'm sure it all looks nonsensical and garbage to everybody, but to me, it's, oh fuck me, I touched the tripod. Ah shit, I was gonna say something deep. Whatever. To me, it's just a puckered asshole waiting to flower. There you go. I got my beautiful quote across. Across. Okay, let me get this last one done. I'm probably gonna do some more before I move on to the other part of the, like, for the warm up, right? Because after this, it's what is it? It's add, subtract, and rotate. So make shapes, subtract things, rotate them. Before I do that, I'm probably just gonna have more line practice. I can't tell. I feel as if my lines have just been stagnant, even though I'm really focusing on making them decent. But it might just be might just be to a lack of confidence, right? I'll work on it. I'll keep going. But I really like what I did here, so why don't I end it off on something similar, right? Okay, so we could do something like, right, so just trying to think what this would look like. It's supposed to be more angled. Kind of looks awkward. Awkward. kind of looks. But what is the mistake here? This line right here. I think it's okay. There you go. And then maybe I could do something like, this is kind of there. So what does this look like? That's also a bit awkward. This is definitely a type of bent cylinder that I'm struggling with. I think my lines, I just need to make them more intentional. I do struggle with that still. Okay, I guess that's it. Right? Something's missing. Oh, this. There you go. I was like, something's missing. It doesn't seem complete. But okay, I'll leave it as that. I'll leave it at that. Okay, that's fine. All right, everybody. Thanks for joining me on this adventure of the bending over and the ass fucking of the boxes and the cylinders. Right? I feel as if I learned a lot. I definitely felt as if I learned a lot for sure. Right? This I mean, I don't know. Like, I think this is okay. I think the lines just what make it are just what make it look a bit messy, right? I'm clearly still working on my lines, but overall, I felt as if my ability to visualize and just kind of what I've been doing here with things wrapping around, even though like this is how it started, right? And this is how it ended, which isn't too bad, to be honest. Like that's I think that's a pretty decent improvement, you know. And yeah, I mean, what else can I say? I had a lot of fun. I complained about things as always, right? I said some things that were very inspirational and brought you to tears. There's not much else to expect from the gold mine of this channel known as Viggy. So, as always, keep drawing and please give me money. Thank you.